Nicholas was the all-time quarterback. They didn't make a switch. Simon was very effective as like a receiver where he would just throw it up. During the championship, a couple of times, Simon would just like not go, like just drop it.
Yes.
And then Nicholas kind of lost his mind on him on the sideline, which was not right of Nicholas. And then he was like,
And he was like the tallest kid on the field.
And in the time we were like, oh, it was the wind. Like, he just always makes
Oh my God, the wind?
Yeah. And then and the similar kind of lack of accountability and like just this really bad attitude about like what you can improve is also in basketball. He's like this big center, and he like doesn't know how to use his body.
Okay. That's so lovely.
So he's just a frustrating kid to coach all around because he won't take accountability for whatever he does to win. Oh, and then in Vegas, you're playing against freaking giant 13 and 14-year-olds. He goes in the middle of the third game where it's actually competitive. He's like, Coach, can I play quarterback? And you're like, dude, we're getting destroyed, and you want to play quarterback? Like you would be destroyed at quarterback. And we were actually making a couple of plays. It was just like lack of self-awareness. So that's happening on the sports fields, right? And then when like Nicholas, because he got a phone and an electric scooter this past year, he's been meeting with Simon and Blake and other buddies at Ruby Hill to like play pickup ball or whatever. Simon will be like, oh, we're all going, let's go. And Simon already has a crew there. So whenever new people are meeting Nicholas and they find out he plays quarterback, they'll ask like, who's the better quarterback? And they'll be like, oh, I am. And then they'll be like, I'll be like, oh, let's see. They'll be like, and of course Nicholas always like wins, right? Because he's the better quarterback. And then so it's just constant. Oh, I'm the best CYO player. No, you're not. I'm the best quarterback. No, you're not. And then in recess, he always wants to play quarterback.
So when he says that,
and no one wants him to play. Nicholas and Luke.
I'll keep that.
Oh, they're still working on it. In recess, Simon always wants to be quarterback. No one wants to be quarterback.
I just took it off because I was like,
because they have Luke on one side and Nicholas on the other. No one else should be quarterback, right? Like, so just like shit like that all the time. And then Nicholas has been brushing it off. So that's his side of the
Has Steve heard this with his own ears when he's saying all this, or is it like Nicholas? When he say this in front of Steve is what I'm trying to ask.
No, because one-on-one, they're great friends. Like we have,
we don't
actually lobby in Simon because we're there.
In front of his other kids.
Show off. It's really annoying.
Okay, so what's going on?
Okay, so then once Nicholas got his phone, there's all these group chats. They went to downtown Pleasanton on Friday, so when they were planning it, Nicholas started a group chat with the boys, which included Simon, Blake, two other kids. They had a great time. Following week, Nicholas was like, oh, I want to go downtown again. So he asked Simon, because it was like more his crew, right? Because Nicholas has been like kind of coming in later, right? Like, oh, are you guys going downtown? They ride the bus together every day, him and Blake and Simon. And Simon goes, no, so-and-so doesn't want you to go because they think you like don't talk enough. Make whatever some stupid shit. And Nicholas tells us that very matter of factly. And then we're like, Simon's lying. Like he must be jealous of me annoying or something's happening. That doesn't sound right. I think you're okay. It just dripped right here.
Oh, it was so saucy about it.
So this was like early on in the week. She poured water. She poured over my hand. She's oblivious. She's very oblivious. It's dripping through the thing.
Going down.
Watch how your foot.
Her service has gone downhill since we started. I don't really fucking care. I'm gonna pay you tips, so I don't fucking care. I do more for less money, so.
She's like, I served $109 for less than $10. So then we knew that had happened. So we were like, oh, now it's getting annoying. Now it's leading into this like social life, right? Which sucks. So then separately, I had told Nicholas, like I was thinking about you, and I was like, hey, you know, Nicholas, at any point I can read all your chats. I just said, hey, that's a matter of fact. He's like, yeah, I know. I was like, well, okay, give me your phone. And he read them. And it turned out that he was reading about something stupid that I wouldn't have cared about. It was like
what?
Screenshot of some anime character, like they said she has a big yacht, and I'm like, whatever. Right? Something stupid.
Yeah.
And it wasn't him participating, but he was really in mind over it, but I didn't know it was that.
That's why he was like.
Eventually, but then I said, this is getting ridiculous, because he was like about to cry. And
Oh my God!
And then I was like, this is ridiculous. I don't know what you're hiding. Like, Steve, look at his phone. So then Steve looks at his phone, and there's nothing incriminating about that. But then we see individual chats with Simon, individual chats with Blake, and then the group chat.
So he wasn't thinking about that at all?
No, I didn't care about it, because he was worried that he would get his friends in trouble, because he thought he thought it was a little inappropriate, because he's so innocent. And I was like, I don't care if you're simple. But Steve didn't care. Whatever. And then so I was like, no, it's so said this, like a girl, blah, blah, blah. And then Nicholas had told him, well, I can't go downtown anyway, my grandma's coming. And Simon goes, is your grandma really coming? Or are you lying about it? And then it's like, no, I haven't seen her in a while, which is true. They were supposed to come that night. And then she ended up getting bronchitis.
Why would he be like, is that true or are you lying about it?
Well, that's what we told Nicholas. He said the reason why he thinks that is more questions from me. Right? He would think someone was lying. Thank you. Anyway, so we saw that, and then we saw the group chat, and the group chat was funny. This is why I actually love Luke. Like, I think he's a great kid. He's like his dad. His mom's great. But like, Luke's like, hey guys, I'm coming downtown on Friday. And Blake goes, no, we're not. We took a vote, 5-2. We're not coming. Yeah, and then
Luke or Luke guy? Luke doesn't know that, does he?
Luke is part of the like Nicholas, kind of like on the purple, like kind of part of the deal. And then Luke goes, nah man, I'm coming. That's Cap, whatever, right? And then a girl chimes in and says, it's okay, Luke, you can come, but of course Blake doesn't say something. So it's fun. So I like that Luke like kind of thing. Right? So we saw all that, and then we started to like Nicholas. Then Blake and Simon are manipulating you, and they're playing like why are they your boss? Like they don't know downtown. It's a public place, and then it started to turn into this whole
Do somebody like that.
right. Why is there hierarchy? You're all equal. You're all in 6th grade. Why is it like this? And then Steve started to lose his mind because he already doesn't like those kids. He doesn't like the parents. They don't discipline the kids. Like they're not present, right?
That's why I thought Steve loved them. Simon and like Jeff and Ashley.
I like Jeff and Ashley because I think they're very generous, and I think there's not a lot of people in our friend group that are like very generous with their time and their like they care. And even though they can talk, like there's things about them that are a little quirky. Like we're cool. Yeah, we hang out outside of sports stuff, but part of it is because Simon and Nicholas get along, right? But we're like, if he's gonna be talking to you like this and trying to gatekeep his friend from you, like that's not your friend. So we started to go into this whole thing of like, I think Nicholas was like, holy shit, I'm trying to get home. It was like 10 o'clock at night. I'm like, oh my god, Wednesday. We were like,
where's my tea?
Yeah. He's like, I'll just exit the group chat. So we're like, no, you need to understand. Like, who are your real friends? I was like, think about Grayson, think about Jake, think about Clark, think about Boston, all these boys, David. Like, do they ever make you feel bad about yourself when you're talking to them? He's like, no.
Wait, so do you wait. So let me draw back. I'm always trying to like trust my investigate.
Yeah.
So has Nicholas expressed or you perceive that he felt bad interacting with Simon and Blake?
Not in the competitive thing with Simon in sports because Nicholas just rolls his eyes and he's like,
Right.
He doesn't even say like, oh, I'm
But the whole thing with the downtown business.
That thing was, he was just confused. He was truly innocent. Like, I don't understand.
Yeah,
because he's very like not mature in that way yet, right? He's not thinking.
I think
he doesn't think anyone has ulterior motives.
Right, because our kids, their mind doesn't work
They're
that
just
way.
boys.
So it's bizarre to be like, oh.